Good morning, students. The topic for today is corrosion, electrochemical theory of rusting. When metals are exposed to atmospheric conditions, they react with air or water in the environment to form undesirable compounds, usually oxides. Almost all metals except gold, platinum and palladium are attacked by environment and undergo corrosion. For example, silver tarnishes, copper develops green coating, lead or stainless steel loses its luster due to corrosion. Corrosion causes enormous damage to buildings, bridges, ships and many articles made of iron. In case of iron, corrosion is called rusting, and chemically rust is a hydrated form of ferric oxide, Fe2O3xH2. So corrosion is the process of deterioration of metal as a result of its reaction with air or water, basically environment surrounding it. Factors which affect corrosion: position of metals in the EMF series. More reactive metals which have less reduction potential are generally more corroded. Presence of impurities in metals can also speed up corrosion. Presence of electrolytes, for example in seawater, speeds up the process of corrosion. Presence of carbon dioxide in water also increases the rusting of iron, because carbon dioxide helps in the dissociation of water and resulting it in its increased behavior as an electrolyte. Presence of protective coatings on the surface of iron will retard or slow down the process of rusting. Now, mechanism of rusting of iron can be explained with the help of electrochemical theory. According to the electrochemical theory of corrosion, it is believed that the non-uniform surface of metal or impurities present in iron behave like small electric cells. These are also called corrosion couples in presence of water containing dissolved oxygen or carbon dioxide. A film of moisture with dissolved carbon dioxide constitute the electrolytic solution. This is a non-uniform surface of iron metal, and a drop of moisture containing air or dissolved carbon dioxide will act as the electrolyte. The pure iron surface will act as anode and will give electrons. The electrons will move to the surface of the metal and will reach to a spot where impure metal is present, and there these electrons will react with the hydrogen ions and oxygen and reduce the oxygen present into water. Now these hydrogen ions, these are either generated by dissociation of water gives H++ OH ions, or impurities make water an electrolyte, carbon dioxide plus water, carbonic acid, which behaves like a weak electrolyte and dissociates to give hydrogen ions and carbonate ions. Now, the reactions that occur during this formation of electrochemical cell is: at anode, iron gives electrons to form ferrous ions, and at cathode, these electrons will be taken up by oxygen in presence of hydrogen ions to form water. Overall reaction will be iron plus 4 hydrogen ions plus oxygen will form ferrous ions plus water. Ferrous ions present in the water, they are further oxidized by atmospheric oxygen into ferric oxide, and this ferric oxide takes up water. It gets hydrated to form hydrated ferric oxide, which is chemically rust. Prevention of corrosion. It's very important to prevent rusting, It not only saves money but also helps in preventing serious accidents such as a bridge collapse or a failure of a key component due to corrosion. So this corrosion can be prevented by the following methods. Number one, barrier protection. A barrier is placed between iron and atmospheric oxygen. This barrier can be in the form of paint. We can paint the iron surfaces, or we can apply chemicals over it, chemicals such as bisphenol. We can also apply oil or grease as a barrier to prevent rusting. We can coat the iron surface with metals like tin, nickel, zinc, chromium or aluminium so that rust is prevented. Sacrificial protection. In this method, the surface of iron is coated with a more active metal. For example, when this iron surface is coated with zinc, the process is called galvanization. A coating of basic zinc carbonate which is invisible, is placed on the zinc layer, and as long as this coating is there, air or moisture cannot attack iron. Even if this coating gets scratched, then also both zinc and iron will be exposed to atmospheric oxygen, but zinc having lesser electrode potential, reduction potential than iron. Zinc has minus 0.76 volt, iron is minus 0.44, this is smaller. So zinc will preferably give electrons and iron will be saved from rusting. Then we have electrical protection for water pipes which are underground, water carrying pipes. They are protected by connecting them to a more active metal, for example magnesium. Magnesium again has electrode potential less than that of iron. Magnesium minus 2.37 volt, iron minus 0.44 volts. So even if electrons are to be lost, then magnesium will sacrifice itself in preference to iron and will give electrons. As long as magnesium is there, iron pipe will not get rusted. So this protection is called electrical protection. We can also use anti-rust solutions to prevent rust. In these solutions, for example, alkaline phosphates or alkaline chromates, these are used as anti-rust solution. Due to alkaline nature of these solutions, the hydrogen ions are removed from solutions and rusting is prevented. Iron articles are dipped in boiling alkaline sodium phosphate solutions, and a protective insoluble sticking film of iron phosphate is formed, which protects the iron surface from getting rusted.